Neeraj is also joining us. Neeraj Dewan of Quantum Securities. Neeraj, good morning. Continuing to look incredibly strong on the index. We were just trying to kind of really understand in terms of momentum what to expect from here on. How are you viewing the markets at these levels?
Yeah, good morning. Actually, we saw good consolidation in the market after the rally that we saw in March and early April. Last week, last 10 days were more or less consolidation, and the last couple of days again, we are seeing an up move. I feel that as we go towards election results, I think the market should remain strong because a lot of people are still not positioned themselves as far as the broader market is concerned. You saw some contribution from the broader market, from the mid caps, but then again they were consolidating. They corrected a bit, but I think from now till about the next 2-3 weeks, I think the market should remain strong with some more participation from the broader market.
Okay. So when we're talking about the broader markets, Neeraj, are there certain themes that you're looking at or any stocks on your radar? What's looking exciting to you?
Actually, if you take the sector-wise positioning, I think auto ancillary was one space where, because whatever auto numbers we've been getting from December onwards were not so encouraging. So we saw some correction in autos, and they made a bottom somewhere in March, and now even a stock like Maruti we've seen picking up from those lower levels. Even auto ancillary in that category, when auto stocks don't do well, auto ancillary is being more or less mid-cap stock, they correct a lot. So there also we saw decent correction happening a lot of these auto ancillary stocks. So I think now is a good time to look at these stocks which have corrected and valuation wise also are attractive. So barring auto ancillary, corporate banks would be another space where we are positive on. In the corporate banks, one more space, like some time back we were looking at in NBFCs, we were looking at gold finance companies and even housing finance companies. Those actually have already run up. So now we'll wait to see how they behave, how the results come. But as far as the MSME facing corporate finances are concerned, among them, some banks which are more or less more exposed towards MSME are the ones which can really gain going ahead, because MSME last couple of years saw a lot of disruptions, whether it was demonetization, after that GST implementation. But now that sector is also stabilizing, and we're seeing some improvement happening there. Some demand for credit growth should pick up from MSMEs also. And capital good and infrastructure is another space which I have been positive on and continue to be positive on, because order books have been strong, though there was a slowdown in the order flow which came in the last couple of months because the elections are coming now, so they may be slow for some more time, but order books are still very healthy. So implementation has to be there. So because of those implementation executions, I think the auto or the capital goods and engineering and infrastructure space is one which should remain strong.
Banks. I just want to focus on ICICI Bank specifically because, and we'll talk more about this shortly, but we've got a lot of buy calls and a lot of strong momentum on ICICI Bank. And I mean, it's nothing new, it's always been a leader, but nonetheless, I just want to bring that up and talk about that one specifically. If there is any, anything you can share with regards to, how much more potential really you see in some of the corporate names that have already been leading from the front.
Yeah, even take the case of ICICI Bank also. You've seen a good rally definitely in ICICI Bank in the last 2-3 months. But even from these levels, because the private sector capex which would have picked up, has been slow again for the last, I think, 2-3 quarters. I think when elections are about to come and the last year of the government, you normally don't see people coming out and investing and doing a lot of capex. But I think that part, once the elections are out of the way, I think that is one where a credit demand can pick up even from private sector. So private sector capex is one which I think that going ahead in the next couple of quarters can be one where the demand come from for credit. So I think corporate banks in that category should continue doing well. If you saw even the credit demand has in the last couple of quarters picked up also. So that may continue, and I think you can see momentum building up after the elections. So I think ICICI Bank in that category should remain strong. I think the results which are going to follow now this quarter and the next quarter, because of they're going to be two factors. One, of course, the credit demand will pick up, and a lot of resolutions also happening are coming along our way. So that's going to help most of the corporate facing banks.
Yes, talking about earnings, I have to discuss TCS and Infosys. And would you say that in the pecking order, which always had TCS on #1 slot, as it is, the distance has only become further between Infy and TCS? And, irrespective of the price, you would be willing to pay for growth, and thereby the market would get even further skewed in favor of TCS.
Yeah, basically you've seen that this quarter results also prove that TCS is definitely doing better than what Infosys is doing. And after the run-up we've seen in Infosys and even the small correction now, the price difference between TCS and Infosys may have widened, but still, if one needs to bet on a defensive IT stock, and then TCS will still remain among the top in that list. But barring the large cap, I think the mid cap IT is where I think the value can be created. So post the results, once you see the stock stabilizing, or once we really analyze the results of this quarter, we can make a case valuation wise which ones to look at. But I think mid cap IT, because they can really adapt to a lot of situations and a lot of circumstances pretty faster than what a large cap company can do. So mid cap is one where I think still you can see more potential than a large cap IT company.
All right, Neeraj, let's also just drag the conversation forward that you were talking about infrastructure as well as capital goods. Can you identify some stocks that you like and where you're likely to even see some sort of valuation comfort and earnings upside?
When we look at L&T, which is the large cap company which has a good order book, so I think L&T would be top pick there, being the large cap and highly liquid. So L&T will continue to be in that category. And even when we come to the mid cap space, the company like Kalpataru Power and Transmission, which have a good order book, they have decent margin, and the growth is pretty good when you see last 3-4 years also. So their growth should continue, and plus they hold 70% of JMC Projects also, which is an infrastructure company. So consolidated valuation wise, this company still looks good. And if you come to a smaller lot there, Action Construction Equipment, which is into construction equipment, cranes, that is one space where order book was good. They were getting good orders, the momentum was good. So I think last quarter saw slump slowdown because of the NBFC financing problem. But I think again they are back into the growth that they're seeing, and this quarter again the things should be picking up. So these are the kind of companies we're looking at in capital good infrastructure space.
Okay, so that's the view coming in on that particular pocket of the market as well. Going back to auto for a moment, Neeraj, specifically Tata Motors, what's your view there, given the kind of move that we've seen on that stock of late?
I think Tata Motors is one which surprised most of us. Everyone was writing it off, and the kind of rally we've seen with the stock, which no one expected to really perform, has performed the best in the last couple of weeks. But after the run-up, I don't think the stock deserves, the rally should continue from these levels till you see some more news flow. We got some news flow regarding Tata's intent of maybe hiving off or selling their Jaguar Land Rover. If something of that effect comes, then maybe you can take a call on how to take it forward from these levels. But after the run-up, we already seen 40-50 rupees on the stock. I think now one should take a pause and see how the news flow happens around the stock.
Great, thanks very much, Neeraj, for sharing with us the stocks that you like as well as your outlook on the index.